Welcome to Cryptid Mysteries, where we investigate the existence of cryptids.
Are they real, or can we finally uncover the truth?
We'll analyze the legend, compare the evidence, and then head on site to see if we
Can solve the mystery.
I'm Peter.
And I'm Trevor.
And this week we're headed to West Virginia to investigate the Flatwoods Monster. All right, nighttime Flatwoods Monster
Investigation.
Is he in these woods, here in Flatwoods?
Not flat.
As we ascend this hill.
The not flat Flatwoods.
Hopefully it'll flatten out as we go.
I hope so.
Is it a alien or is it a robot?
How about a robot alien?
Robot alien would be so cool.
Right?
The Flatwoods Monster is a cryptid that first appeared in 1952 in the hills of Flatwoods, West Virginia. Also known as the Braxton County Monster, the Frametown Monster, or even Braxy, witnesses commonly describe this mysterious creature as human-like that could possibly be extraterrestrial in nature. The Flatwoods Monster is massive in size, ranging anywhere from 10 to 15 feet tall and about 4 feet wide. Witnesses describe the creature's body as metallic, lined with thick vertical pipes, and covered with a dark cloak. Some theories suggest this metallic exterior could be the creature's spacesuit or its protective armor. Even more intriguing is the Flatwoods Monster's head, which witnesses describe as being dark red in color, unnaturally round, and covered with a hood that is shaped like an ace of spades. The most chilling aspect of the Flatwoods Monster, however, is its eyes, which are described as looking like glowing portholes that are either green or orange in color. Since the Flatwoods Monster was seen in the town of Flatwoods, West Virginia, that is where we are going to begin our investigation. No shit. We'll first head to the area during the day to create a wide search area while looking for any evidence of the Flatwoods Monster or its presence in the area. We'll then place trail cameras around the search area so we can try to capture any visual or audio evidence of this elusive creature. Trevor and I will then return to the search area later in the night equipped with our special cameras in order to uncover evidence of the Flatwoods Monster lurking under the cover of darkness.
Their ray gun were
Hopefully there's just mystery boxes out there, cryptid mystery boxes.
They're pack-a-punch.
September 12th, 1952, 7:15 p.m. Three boys, Edward and Fred May, and their friend Tommy Heyer, are out playing in the playground of the Flatwoods Elementary School when a bright object fell from the sky, crashing onto a hill nearby. The boys then immediately raced to Edward and Fred's home, which was just down the road. Once inside, they found the boys' mother, Kathleen May, frantically telling her what they had just seen. Soon a small search party was formed along with 3 other local children, Neil Nunley, Ronnie Shaver, Eugene Lemon, and even their dog Richie. The group then headed up the hill to investigate the scene, unaware of what they were about to find.
You can see Richie on the way. Let's go, guys. Let's go. I saw the cryptid too. He was definitely green. It's like, dog, aren't you colorblind?
As the search party made their way up the hill towards the crash site, Richie suddenly bolted ahead, barking frantically at something deep in the woods. Minutes passed by with no response to any of their calls. When Richie finally emerged, his tail was tucked tightly between his legs as if something had just terrified him. However, the group saw no immediate danger and continued onward. As they reached the top of the hill, the group suddenly spotted a pulsating red ball of fire just a few yards away, shrouded in a strange mist. As they moved closer, a strong odor began to fill the air, burning their eyes and making several of the boys very nauseous. Unsure of what this pulsating light was coming from, Eugene Lemon raised his flashlight. That's when they saw it, a towering 10-foot figure with long, thin claws and glowing animal-like eyes covered in a large cloak with a large pointed hood. The creature then let out a high-pitched hiss and began gliding toward them, changing direction eerily as it moved. Terrified, the group then fled back down the hill.
Definitely extraterrestrial. Little green guy with giant round eyes.
We've had the Dover Demon, extraterrestrial, Flatwoods Monster, possibly extraterrestrial. Are we getting visited by cryptid creatures?
Yes, undoubtedly.
After returning home, Kathleen immediately phoned the police and the local newspaper to report the mysterious incident. However, after the local sheriff and deputies searched over the area over the next few hours, they were unable to find anything out of the ordinary. No mysterious creatures, no pulsating red light, not even a strange odor that had plagued the boys earlier that evening. The following day, a local reporter from the Braxton Democrat reported that he had discovered skid marks in the field where the incident had occurred and an odd gummy deposit on the ground. However, investigators later determined that the tracks were likely to have come from a curious local who had just driven their pickup truck to the site earlier that night, hoping to catch a glimpse of the creature for themselves. As the investigation began, similar reports started to surface across a 20-mile radius around Flatwoods. Just a week before, on September 5th, a mother and her 21-year-old daughter encountered something chilling. A creature matching the exact description of the Flatwoods Monster, complete with the same sickening odor. This encounter proved so traumatic that the daughter required 3 weeks of hospitalization.
They definitely gave her a lobotomy probably shortly after that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she's hysterical. She's probably horny. We should give her a lobotomy. Guy's f***ing smoking a cigarette there. Tink, 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 tink.
And I know healthy.
Yeah, exactly. Fucking ashing into the lobotomy.
Here we are in Flatwoods investigating the thistle. This is a thistle, Scotland's national flower. Much like the Scottish people, it is thorny and beautiful once in bloom.
So here's the elementary school where the kids were playing, and then they saw something in the distance crash down. It hasn't been seen since.
The G-men came, they yoked up the creature. It's now in Area 51 or some other likened location.
So we're gonna do the best we can to kind of look around, but here we are, Flatwoods, not flat at all.
Here's more of those thistles.
You're so
saying
intrigued.
Scotland's
by
national
this.
flower, and there's a little bumblebee on top of it.
All right, so let's see if we can find some places to put trail cameras.
Sounds
Definitely
good.
don't want to do it near the school with all those cameras over there.
Oh yeah, we'd be in some serious trouble, probably wind up on a list.
Yeah.
That's no good for anyone.
Yet there was more. On the very night of September 12th, as the Flatwoods incident unfolded, another witness reported that her house suddenly began shaking violently. Her radio that she had been listening to that night went dead for 45 minutes, cutting off all contact with the outside world at precisely the same time the creature appeared on the hill in Flatwoods. 2 days later, another encounter is reported about 20 miles west from Flatwoods in the small town of Frametown, West Virginia. A couple's evening drive turned terrifying when their car suddenly died. Despite having a full tank of gas, the engine refused to start. That's when a heavy sulfur odor began to fill the air. But as they searched for the source of the smell, they suddenly came face to face with something impossible. Hovering in front of them was a towering creature unlike anything they'd ever seen. As the couple scrambled back into their vehicle, the creature stretched out its hand, briefly touching the hood of the car. But before they could process what was happening, the mysterious creature drifted away and back into the darkness. This unknown creature would later become known as the Frametown Monster. What's that right there?
Ah, shit. Investigation over. Found it.
Good old Braxy itself, you know? So hey, but it's kind of cool. And then we've got the spot across the street. How cute would it be to get our little faces photographed? Oh, Trevor just wants to take a seat first. How's that chair?
That's pretty good. There's some huge spider webs here, though.
It's been a while since somebody sat on the chair. Should we sit together?
Yes.
You and me? We fit 2 people on here?
It's like Santa. I think we're supposed to tell him what we want. I want
mass annihilation of the human race.
Yeah.
Want to go get our picture taken? Let's go get our picture
I do
taken.
at the spot.
Woo.
Do we then have to patronize the spot?
Who's gonna be the guy and who's gonna be the girl?
Doesn't matter to me. I'm a gender bender.
Okay, we'll do both. We'll see who's prettier.
Oh my God!
I need my sunglasses. Oh my God! There's somebody. There's something there. What is that? Sir? All right, now we switch.
Oh, Betty, I don't know who that is. I don't know what that is. We better run away.
Well, the Flatwoods Monster continues to be a mystery. There may be a more conventional explanation for what was seen in early September 1952.
Just 5 years earlier, in 1947, the Roswell incident had captured headlines worldwide, sparking widespread fears and speculation of alien visitors. This led researchers to a different conclusion. Perhaps the Flatwoods Monster wasn't an otherworldly visitor at all, but a story born from this new growing obsession with extraterrestrial encounters. But what could explain the incidents in Flatwoods and Frametown, West Virginia in September 1952? What could the massive floating creature and the pulsating red light that came from the supposed crash site have been? Some investigators believe that the pulsating red light came from an aircraft beacon that had fallen from the sky. Yet, strangely, no beacon was documented to have been recovered. Others suggest a more earthly explanation. The terrifying creature was a simple barn owl that was skewed by the darkness. The round face and glowing eyes, the silent flight pattern, even the haunting screech that the witnesses had described can all be attributed to a barn owl. But how could all of the witnesses mistake such a common thing as a barn owl for a monstrous and imposing figure in each encounter? Skeptics also struggle to explain the creature's metallic body, sulfuric mist, and the mysterious illness that followed. Could fear alone be enough to transform a familiar woodland creature into multiple terrifying encounters?
And with that, it's time to move into our night investigation. Here's how the night investigation will work. We're now going back into the hills of Flatwoods, but this time in the middle of the night. Our trail cameras are in place and are ready to capture any video or audio evidence of the Flatwoods Monster. We'll also be armed with our special cameras and cryptid hunting tools to see if we can find any evidence of the Flatwoods Monster lurking under the cover of darkness. Flatwoods, here at night. We are going to investigate to see if this alien or a robot, meep pop boom meep, is here. So let's head on up this creepy road.
He was definitely taken by the Men in Black or the G-Men.
Yeah, I think 1,000%. If anything's going to crash around here, you know they're here.
Unless his ride comes, like his Uber that he called in the 50s. And it just
50s Uber.
finally shows up. Yeah, I mean, it's aliens. Of course they had Uber.
Hi there, is this Mr. Robert? Come on into my Ford Cadillac. That's a car, right?
Yes, the Ford Cadillac.
Ford Cadillac. Do you hear people or is that me?
You heard that? No, you didn't.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Shh. This would be a great spot to see an encounter.
Dude, for real. This field rules, actually. Smells mad nice here, too.
It's not a good sign about the Flatwoods Monster because it was a bad smell. A smelly smell that smelled very unfamiliar and smelly.
Yeah.
I think the Queen of England said that. I think that's a direct quote.
Yeah.
What the hell is that back there?
There's also a light right over here. Directly this way. See it like in the tree?
Yeah, see the light? Guess there's too many trees to pick them up on the thermal.
Oh, definitely.
No, definitely. I'm Trevor. I know everything about
Yeah,
them.
fucking trees. Look in the fucking woods.
Well, I didn't know you were such a woods tree expert.
Yeah, fool. The fucking Lorax. I fuck trees or something, whatever he says.
Is that a light over there? Straight ahead, you see it? Right through there? I'm like tentative to shine a light on it. But I'm gonna. What is that? See that? Just like suspending there, but it's lit. Trevor, you see that?
No.
You don't see that light right there?
No.
Nothing's coming up on the thermal.
Wild nerds approach.
All right, Flatwoods Monster,
Where art thou?
Braxy, whatever you go by. I
Actually,
gave
call
you
him-
Trevor here, my friend.
Yeah, my
As an
butthole's
offering.
wide open.
You may take him for scientific purposes
Or sexual.
or sexual purposes, but more scientific. Both can be true. Trevor, where are you going?
Away from you nerds.
He's just always trying to get away from me. This is the devil's tree right here.
Spooky tree. Tree of spookiness.
Oh, we got a critter.
What kind of critter?
I don't know. There he is. Oh, it's a
it's a possum.
possum.
He's a precious baby. Oh my God.
Oh, he's so tiny.
Like, stop trying to light up me, Jesus Christ.
Sorry, you're so cute. You're famous now. You're on the Critter Corner. That's a new bit, and I'm sticking with it.
Critter Cam.
Critter Cam, brought to you by Monster Energy.
Critter Cam! Possums, raccoons, deer, owls, all the critters. No critter gets by us. Brought to you by Monster Energy.
Monster Energy is in no way affiliated with Cryptid Mysteries or the Critter Cam. Please don't sue us. This was just a joke. This is the most exciting evidence that we've gotten so far.
Evidence that possums are cute.
All right, Trevor, you want to go over there? Maybe the Flatwoods Monster will come out if you're all alone. Like,
Maybe.
He's a little too shy. Sometimes I just like to send Trevor off to do random things that make no sense for the investigation, but they're fun.
Here I am, miles away from my friends on my solo adventure.
There he is. Just the way he came into this world. Defeated and alone.
Who knows what peril lies ahead? Will we be reunited, or will they be lost to the night? Find out tonight on Cryptid Mysteries.
Flatwood Monster. Where are you? Can I get a...
Is that Trevor?
I said, can I get a...
Is that the Flatwoods Monster sound?
Yeah.
Tell the Flatwoods Monster to get you. You're all alone.
I was just calling to him. You didn't hear me? I was speaking alien.
Where did you learn alien?
On Duolingo. It was a long and exhaustive search, and I sadly yielded no results.
I guess you just didn't do enough to really attract the Flatwoods Monster. Did you put on your pheromones?
Yeah. I used my horny alien goat weed.
Well, Flatwoods Monster is done.
Yeah, he's no more.
Not
Not
here.
here, at least. Jenks owe me a Coke.
I'll buy you a Coke. You've been a good sport this season.
All right, I need an 8-ball.
Well, at least we get to go to the Flatwoods Museum, so there's always that.
That's true.
The strange sightings in September 1952 continues to leave more questions than answers about what those witnesses really saw in Flatwoods, West Virginia. Was the Flatwoods Monster an alien visitor who came once and never returned? Or maybe an unknown creature that still hides in the deep forests? Whatever the truth is behind the Flatwoods Monster, this cryptid remains one of the most famous mysteries that makes us wonder what else might just be out there. So the question remains, did we solve the mystery?
Or is the Flatwoods Monster still out there, wandering after all these years, just waiting to be found?
Only you can decide.